Picture this. You're in the boardroom, armed with grand plans and PowerPoint presentations that could excite a sloth. But as soon as you try to implement change, it's like herding caffeinated kittens. You've got consultants marching in with all the swagger of a duck in stilettos, promising miracles. Yet, it feels more like they're selling ice to penguins in Antarctica. Sounds good on paper, but in practice, it just melts away. And oh, the people aspect. It's like convincing my son that broccoli is the new candy. You've got him all from accounting, clinging to his ancient spreadsheets like his security blanket. And Manish from IT treating new software like it's a demon from cyberspace. But don't worry. With a little humor and a dash of magic, even the most resistant folks might come around. After all, if Gandalf can convince a fellowship to take on Sauron, there's hope for your organization's transformation as well. The fearful. The Office Anxiety Brigade. They're like a flock of paranoid pigeons, fluttering at the slightest whiff of change, convinced it's a plot to steal their breadcrumbs. Imagine Daya from HR, clutching his stapler like it's the last life vest on the Titanic, convinced that any new policy is just a sneaky ploy to steal his precious office supplies. And Sheha from marketing? She's barricaded behind a fortress of sticky notes, ready to fight against anything that threatens her color-coded chaos. The traditionalist. When individuals face information or events that challenge their beliefs or self-concept, they may experience cognitive dissonance. This discomfort leads people to resist change or stick to their old ways of thinking, even when it no longer results in performance. Picture Jaya, the self-proclaimed Excel queen, whose spreadsheets are more sacred to her than the god. Even though her ancient Excel macros crash more often than an infant learning to walk, she'll be darned if she switches to anything else. The comfort seeker. These people stick to their comfort zone like a sloth in its tree branch, refusing to budge even an inch. Most organizations even have a tribe of comforters. Imagine the office comfort tribe, led by Manish, the grandmaster of complacency, who's been sitting in the same squeaky office chair for so long it's practically molded to his posterior. Surrounding him are the loyal subjects, Samar, the Duchess of dough as little as possible, and Robbie, the Lord of the lunch breaks, who treats every task like it's a marathon and every break like it's the Olympics. The controller. These people resist change as they don't want to lose their control. They try to control their team member, their own job description, or even their boss' working style. Meet Sujata, the reigning queen of micromanagement, who schedules her bathroom breaks with military precision and monitors her team's keystrokes like a hawk watching its prey. And then there's Suvankar, the self-appointed CEO of everything, who's convinced that if he just tightens his grip a little more, he can single-handedly achieve the sales target. The pessimist. These people only focus on the negative. They believe nothing can improve in their organization, but they will not leave. They are the eternal pessimists of the office, like anchors dragging down any hope of progress with their gravitational pull of gloom and doom. Picture Anindita, the high priestess of doom and gloom, who can turn a sunny day into a thunderstorm with just a sigh and a shake of her head. And let's not forget Ramesh, the captain of catastrophe, who's convinced that every project is doomed from the start and every deadline is a ticking time bomb. The only hard worker. My favorite types of people, and most organizations have at least one of these personalities. They think only they are working and everyone else is not. They are even arrogant sometimes. They're like the lone wolf at a team-building retreat, howling their accomplishments to the moon, while the rest are just trying to roast popcorn without setting themselves on fire. Meet Gautam the Great, who's so busy patting himself on the back that he's developed a permanent case of tennis elbow. And then there's Maya the Magnificent, who believes that her mere presence in the office is enough to elevate everyone else's performance by osmosis. Or at least, that's what her collection of world's best employee mugs would have you believe. The bargainer? They may not even have basic systems or processes in their current state. However, for their future state, they will express the need for everything to be world-class and perfect from the very first day of implementation. Imagine that your sales team is currently using a bull cart to visit dealer locations. You offered them a car for the purpose. Now they will want AC, a music system, a ventilated seat, the incentive to drive the car, and other luxury facilities. Few good managers. They are naturally cautious and question new ideas with a positive mindset. These people need clarification on the effectiveness of proposed changes and require substantial evidence or proof of concept to embrace change. But once they convince, they will lead the initiative.